My name is Sofie. I'm a psychologist and leadership consultant here at Maersk Training. I've been here for a little bit over a year and specialize in leadership consultant and development work, assessment and such. So mental health is a state of well-being which enables people to cope with the stresses of life and work while functioning at a high or at least their usual level. So that means we have to do with more and other stuff than just the lack of mental health disorders, but it's actually a state of well-being. One is that we actually need leaders who are able to talk about mental health with their employers. They need to be able to talk about both mental health, but also people who are in a mental health decline, address it. We also would prefer to have leaders who can spot organizational threats to mental health, be that on a structural level or a more individual level. And it's also just sound business. The World Health Organization estimated that on a global level, 12 billion workdays are lost to depression and anxiety every year. So that means that being able to actually get in advance of this, address it, and hopefully make sure that people are in a state of mental well-being where we don't lose working days is actually just sound business on an organizational level. We go into stress coping exercises, stress coping techniques. We do casework and role play where we work with identifying factors of mental health decline, and then we also talk about common symptoms of mental health decline. Those are some of the things that we address on the course. So what we usually see is that there will be a heightened awareness around what mental health is. So the knowledge on, okay, what is mental health, which creates an empowerment for people to talk about mental health internally and with colleagues. And we know that when people talk about these things, it leads to destigmatization. So when we build courses like this, we really like to be in touch with the client and in close communication, both through the research phase, but also in the development phase of these courses. That enables us to actually go in and tailor the course to the needs of the client, which is one of the things that we think are really important, because if we want someone to get the outcome that is individual to the organization, then we need to know what is actually the specific needs from the organization and how can we meet those needs best as possible. So that means that when we work with maritime world, for instance, and working with people that work offshore, we know there is a heightened increase in loneliness and isolation at times, which can lead to depression, for instance. Okay, so then that is something that we really need to factor in when we build the course for this specific client, right? An important first step is to just agree on the fact that mental health is something that matters, and mental health is something that's here to stay. You know, it can be overwhelming when embarking on a mental health journey, because what is the need of our organization? What is the next steps? So we are here for an informal chat regarding that, because that's definitely something most organizations need, some sort of guidance, or at least some talk about, okay, what do we need to do from here?